Hey guys, Beard of Odin here with Alex again, young Odin.
Young stubble of Odin.
Stubble of Odin. We're going with Stubble of Odin at the moment. We're going to go see Suicide Squad in 2 hours, less than 2 hours now I think. Alex likes Stubble Odin, likes her comics, comic book films and stuff.
Yeah.
Put that down to make too much noise. But she's not really into the whole Superman Batman thing.
No, I don't really like Superman that much. I think it's mainly because the films with him in haven't been very good. But I like Batman a bit more. But I haven't seen the Superman film, Man of Steel, or Batman v Superman.
BVS.
And apparently there's stuff in Suicide Squad that will relate to that stuff, so I need to be filled in on what's going on, because otherwise I'm going to be a very confused person.
Yeah, well, so you need to forget the original Dark Knight trilogy.
Why? Those are the good ones.
They are the good ones, you're right, but they're not connected to the new DC film universe.
That's the one bit I know. Okay.
We've got the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we've now got the DCCU, the DC Cinema Universe.
Okay.
Which is now not connected to the Dark Knight trilogy, it's not connected to Arrow or Flash.
I haven't seen those anyway, so
even though they're both Warner Brothers, I think, but they're not connected.
Right.
Which is why. Okay, I'll go back. So in Man of Steel,
right.
Kal-El, Superman, leaves Krypton because it's going to explode.
Yeah.
Planet's doomed.
He's like the last son of Krypton.
That's it. Yeah. He ends up on Earth, grows up with Mara and Pa Kent, as does in the original films and the comics.
Gets there Clark.
Yeah. Zod comes down, has a big fight with Zod. He's the bad guy.
Right.
He's also from Krypton.
Right.
He's got a goatee beard.
Beards.
They have a big fight, wreck Metropolis.
Okay.
Superman wins, kills Zod.
Right.
Which Superman doesn't really kill, but he kills Zod.
Okay.
Breaks his neck. So that's it. That's Superman done.
Okay.
They then thought, right, okay, so we need to do bring Batman into it. So rather than do a solo Batman film, they did BVS, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice.
Okay.
Turns out, okay, that Metropolis, which is where Superman comes from, and Gotham, which is where Batman comes from,
they're like next door, aren't they?
is actually really close.
They're like 2 minute walk.
Yeah, in my head, I always thought maybe Gotham was like, say, I don't know, Chicago, and Metropolis was like New York. Quite a few, quite a distance, 1,000 miles roughly. Turns out they're more like Southampton and Portsmouth,
right,
or Liverpool and Everton. It's like one side of Manchester, another side of Manchester. They're like really close.
Okay.
So when all the shit's going down in End of Man of Steel and all the buildings are being blown up, Bruce Wayne, Batman, can basically see it from where he is. He's watching it all happen, and it's like he jumps in a helicopter, goes over there.
Right.
There's a big tower block, Wayne Industries, that gets destroyed.
He's like, nah, you've destroyed my shit now. Nah.
Batfleck gets pissed off, thinks, right, okay, I now need to kill Superman, or at least like control, have something so I can kind of, if I need to, I need to be able to take him down, basically. They kind of took elements of Dark Knight Returns book, which I have got somewhere down there, but I can't. I've got it, it's in that lot. I've got a load of comic books down there. It's down there somewhere, but I can't find it now. So basically, they have a big scrap near the end of the film. Batfleck manages to get some kryptonite,
right?
Because there was a load of that from Man of Steel left over.
Why didn't you just use it in the first place?
Just
throw it at him.
Well, I suppose he could have done. He makes some bullets and some gas and stuff, and they have a big scrap. And he's stood over him with a spear, and he's about to put the spear through Superman. And Superman says, "Martha, you must save Martha." Turns out, Batman and Superman both have mums by the same. No.
Conveniently.
Conveniently, yeah. It's a bit lame.
Yeah.
It's very lame, really. I really like Batman v Superman. A load of people hated it. I think it's a great film.
I haven't seen it. I was going to, and saw the reviews and thought, nah.
Yeah. So
I waited 2 hours for an 8-minute fight scene.
Yeah. So, but anyway, there will be bits of in Suicide Squad, which is what we're going to go and see next. Some of that is going to be relatable to BVS. I'm pretty sure. What's the Waller, which is the lady who runs the Suicide Squad, she's obviously concerned about this metahuman threat. Everyone who's superpowered in the DC universe is a metahuman, whether they're Batman who's just using money and an outfit like Tony Stark kind of thing, or Superman, or anyone, magic, they're all metahumans. She realises that these threats have to be containable, so she puts together Task Force X, which is also Suicide Squad. There's meant to be apparently a cameo by the Flash.
Oh right,
Yeah,
I don't know.
about that, so I don't know what that's about.
Batman's got a small cameo.
Batman's got a bit in it. Joker's in it. But I don't think Joker's in it for very long.
No, so in the trailers they make a huge thing about the Joker being in it, and there's a really cool scene they show where he's like laughing, surrounded by knives. Apparently his cameo in it is actually very small, which I'm a huge Joker fan. I'm a Joker fangirl. I'm a little bit disappointed about that.
I think a lot of the stuff that we've seen, all these different looks for him, I think that's all going to be real like Flash.
Yeah.
Like a couple of seconds long.
It reminds me very much of, when one of the new Spider-Man films came out, they made a huge big deal about Rhino being in it, and everyone was like, oh, cool, Rhino. And it was literally, remember, the last 30 seconds of the film, it was like, wow, I'm Rhino. And I was like, oh,
done.
Right,
yeah.
okay.
So, I did see an article today that Jared Leto said that a load of his stuff has ended up on the cutting room floor, so we're probably going to get a Blu-ray release another 30 minutes longer.
Which would be cool.
Which will probably end up being better than what we're going to see tonight. But you don't really know. I mean,
because I'm really hopeful for his character as the Joker. It seems like he's done it really well. He's got quite a big role to live up to. Obviously, with Heath Ledger, he was an incredible Joker. He was incredible.
Yeah.
So he's got quite big boots to fill. But I think he's going to do it quite well. From the concept art I've seen and from some of the clips in the trailer, I think he's going to be great.
Yeah, well, he's more like the New 52 version of the Joker than the Heath Ledger version. He's got that kind of, the Joker currently has had this kind of like meth head trucker look.
Yeah.
And he's kind of, looks like he's pulling it off quite well. So I'm still, it's the end of the day, the film's called Suicide Squad. It's not called Batman v Joker.
Yeah.
It's not The Killing Joke. It's not Death of the
Family.
Family.
I wish they would make The Killing Joke film. I wish they would.
Yeah, they've done the cartoon, but the cartoon's not. I haven't seen the cartoon, so don't judge me. But the cartoon's not the same style as the book. It's not the Brian Bolland artwork. It's a different artwork. It's the same story, I guess.
I think they'd struggle to do a Killing Joke film though, because obviously a lot of it is a bit questionable.
Yeah, it's quite hardcore.
That's the torture stuff. It's very questionable. I don't know if they would get away with putting it on screens or at least capturing it correctly.
I think they could now. I mean, Suicide Squad's a 15. Deadpool was a 15.
Somehow.
Yeah, it's possible.
It shouldn't have been.
Yeah. I don't know if we covered everything. I'm not sure. I'm hoping Suicide Squad's going to be good. I'm looking for a 7 out of 10. A few people that I follow on YouTube and stuff have really liked it. Empire gave it 4 out of 5.
Rotten Tomatoes have bashed it, but Rotten Tomatoes bash everything. I think that's kind of the point of Rotten Tomatoes. They bash everything. Yeah. Especially DC films. We were talking about that earlier. It seems like DC films seem to automatically get bashed no matter what they are, a lot more than Marvel. I think it's a bit of a preference thing. I think there's a lot more people that are more Marvel hardcore fans than DC hardcore fans.
Possibly.
I think that kind of shows.
Yeah, I think everyone just needs to come together and be a comic book movie fan.
I think the thing is that Marvel have obviously, in the last 10 years, have had hit after hit after hit of brilliant films, and DC are kind of playing catch up and trying to match the quality. I think if it wasn't for the comparison to Marvel, they'd be praised, but because they're not doing such a good job as Marvel, it's like, nah.
Yeah, but it's
not Avengers.
It's early days for DC. With BVS, they did try to cram in a lot of stuff, whereas Marvel had quite a few films to bring in.
Yeah.
It's quite a while before they got to Avengers. BVS, or the DC universe, if you like, are trying to get to it really quickly. They're playing catch up. But I don't mind. I think Suicide Squad's going to be good. So
fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. I'm going to post a review as soon as we've seen it. Let you know what we think. Okay, ciao guys. Bye.
Ciao.